In this video, I will show you how to create an amortization schedule in Excel. So in column A, row 1, so in cell A1, I'm going to type the words interest rate. In the next cell, and excuse my typos, in the next cell I will type time, which is how many payments I'm going to make. The next cell, I'm going to put the cost of whatever I'm borrowing money for, the car or the house. And the next cell, I'm going to type PVIFA, the present value interest factor of an annuity. So let's start with the interest rate. I'll cursor back up and I'll go to cell C1. And my interest rate, let's say it's 6.12%. So you can hit either the equal sign or the plus sign. I use the plus sign because it's right next to the number key and it's just faster for me. So I'll do plus, and since my interest rate is 6.12%, I'm going to type 0.0612 for 6.12%. And I'm going to divide that by 12 because I'm assuming these are monthly payments. So that means my interest rate on a monthly basis is 0.0051 because that equates with a 6.12% annual rate. I'm then going to come over here to my formatting. I'm going to change that to percent. You can see it made it 1%, but I want to actually see the 0.51%, so I'm going to do the formatting that gives me 2 decimal places. So I hit the one that has the arrow to the left, and so that gives me 2 decimal places. So you can see how you can change it to 1 decimal place, 2 decimal places, but just how you hit that line. Then for time, I'm going to do plus, and let's say this is a 6-year loan, so I'll do plus 6, but it's going to be monthly payments, so times 12, so I'm actually going to have 72 payments. Let's say the cost of the car is $55,000. So I type that in, and again, that says $55,000 without any formatting, so I'm going to go to the formatting. I'm going to go back to that cell. It says 50,000, 5,000. I then go to the formatting. I hit the dollar sign. It makes it look like dollars. And then the next one is the present value interest factor annuity. You might just take this formula from another spreadsheet we created and copy it over, but the actual formula is, to put it in there exactly, is equals, open parentheses, 1 minus 1 divided by, open parentheses, twice, 1 plus the interest rate, close parentheses, then do the shift 6, which gives you the tilde or the caret, and then hit your cursor arrow up twice to get the 72. You then close the parentheses and close it twice, and then we're going to divide the entire thing, cursor up to the interest rate. When we hit enter, we get a number there that looks about right because if the loan is 72 months, the PBIF should be lower than the number than that, so 60 looks about right. Again, I'm going to format it. This time I'm going to hit the comma, and when I hit the comma, it makes it 2 decimal places, and then I'm going to go over. I like to show my PVIF factors in 4 decimal places. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the amortization schedule. The first column is time. The second column is the beginning balance. The next column is my interest expense. The next column is my payment. My last column is my ending balance. Alright, I want to format that, so I'll go back up to that line. I'll hit my shift key, and while I'm hitting the shift key, I'll do my arrows to the right. So I'll have the shift key down, and I don't know what I just did there, so hit my shift key and go across. So I have it highlighted, and now I'm going to go up here. I'm going to hit the B for bold, and then I'm going to come over here for the alignment. I'm going to hit the one that shows it in the center so everything is centered. And so now it just looks a lot more professional. And so under time, I'm going to start with the first month. On the first month, my beginning balance is again hit the plus key, and I go up and hit my beginning loan amount, the 55,000 bucks. My interest expense, I'm going to hit the plus sign and do my beginning balance, and I'm going to hit the times key and go up to my interest rate. But before I hit enter, I'm going to hit the F4 key. So when I hit the F4 key, you'll see what it will do. It will lock in that C1. That way when I copy it down, it will always refer to C1. Again, I want that to be dollars, so I'll hit the dollar sign, and that makes it dollars. Now my payment will be the cost of the car divided by the PBIF. That's $914.63. Again, I'm going to format it as dollars. And in my ending balance, I'll take the plus sign and do the beginning balance plus my interest expense minus my payment. And there's my ending balance. So now I've got the first month set up. Now I need to set up the second month. To set up the second month, I go to the cell below the 1. I do the plus sign, hit my up arrow to get to the 1, and do plus 1, so it's just going to add 1 month all the way down. My beginning balance, I hit the plus sign. My beginning balance is the previous row's ending balance. Hit enter there. My interest expense here, I can just hit the Control C and hit the C, and you'll see the little like ants running around, so that you have something you're going to copy. That's what Control C does, is copy. I'll then do the down arrow and I'll hit enter. You do not have to do right click and do paste. You can just hit the enter sign and it will do that. On the payment, since my payment's always the same, I just do the plus sign and reference the previous payment, so that I always have that number. And in my ending balance, again, I can do Control C, down 1 arrow, and hit enter. So now I've got 2 months set up, and the nice thing is that second month is exactly what I need for all the other months. So what I'm going to do is I'm on row 8, and I know I need 72 months, so I'm going to go down to about row 80. So what I'm going to do is hit my shift key. While I'm holding the shift key down, I'm going to do the right arrow. So I have everything highlighted, and then I'll do the Control C, and now you have the little ants running around. So you shouldn't be touching the keyboard now. So the next thing you do is you're going to again hit the shift key. We'll go down 1 row, so you're on 1 row below the 2. Hit the shift key, and while you're holding the shift key, hit the down arrow. And we want to go down to about row 80. I think it's actually row 78, but I'll go all the way down to row 80 and I'll show you how we'll clean it up. Once you have all of that highlighted, see how it's highlighted in blue, all you have to do is hit the enter key, and it looks how it brings all of that down. Now I want to go down to the bottom of this table and see if it ended on the right line, if I have exactly 72 payments. So what I'm going to do to get to the end of this is on my keyboard, I'm going to hit the end key and let up, and then I'm going to hit the down arrow. And when I do that, it takes me all the way down to the bottom of that. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go back up. I'm going to hit the end key, and you'll notice on the computer it says that you are in end mode. I'm then going to hit the up arrow, and it takes me back up to the top. Hit the end key, the down arrow, I'm down at the bottom. You can see I didn't get it exactly right. I have 72 months, but it actually went 73, 74. So again, I'm going to hit the shift key, hit my down arrow, hit my right arrow. I still have the shift key down, and then I let up. Once I have it highlighted, I let up off the keyboard, and now I can just hit the delete key. And I've got it down. You can see that the ending balance is exactly right at 0. And again, to get back to the top, I can hit the end key and the up arrow, end key and the down arrow. See how I go back and forth. Or if you're in the spreadsheet, you just want to get back to the top of the spreadsheet, you can hit the control button and hit the home key, and that takes you back to A1. So that is how you build an amortization schedule. Thank you.